Happy Valentine's Day from Oak Park High School. A rivalry game on tap as the #1 team in Missouri Class 6, Oak Park, hosts the Trojans of Park Hill. But I can promise you, neither of these teams are exchanging Valentine's cards before this one. I am Tim Spurl. He is the legendary coach, Rick Zeke. Coach, these two teams saw each other last Friday night. A heated game over at Park Hill. Oak Park came away with a win, but it was tight going down to the wire. This one has all the makings of a classic.
Well, Park Hill had a 6-point lead at halftime, and Oak Park came out and pulled away a little bit. But from talking to Coach Jones, he said, you know, what we learned is that we can play with them. And we're looking forward to next Friday, which is here on their floor. So this is a big rivalry. I think Park Hill believes that they can play with them. A couple calls could have went either way, and they've been looking forward to this game.
Hey, there's no lack of star power tonight, and we start with Park Hill. The coach's kid, Cam Jones, is a bucket.
Well, Cam Jones, he's 6'4", but his dad, the coach, Chad Jones, says he plays. He's got a weight span of about 6'8". He averages about 19 points a game. He had 28 Friday. He was difficult for them to cover. He averages 8-9 rebounds, 2 blocks. He fills up the stat sheet, and he's really going to have to come back and play well again tonight against some really good defenders.
Hey, speaking of filling up the stat sheet, that's all Corbin Allen does.
Well, I don't know what else you can say about Corbin Allen. One of the most accomplished Kansas City basketball players in the last 20 years. 2024 Dorena winner, has to be one of the favorites for this year, 3 times All-State. He is the best player on the best basketball team in Kansas City. I really believe he's got quiet confidence. He does what his team needs him to do. He can be the best rebounder. He can be a point guard. He can be the best defender. So if you haven't seen him play, buckle up and get ready. He's special.
Yeah, some big names in the house because he is on the heels of that guy, Ochai Agbaji, in the house. His scoring record in peril tonight, but I don't think he's going to care. Tip-off coming up next. Hey, strap in. We have got ourselves a matchup. Oak Park, the top team in Missouri Class 6, taking on Park Hill. Oak Park led by that man, Sharon Collins, who has been phenomenal in his 2 seasons at the helm for Oak Park. They have not lost in this building with Sharon Collins at the helm since taking over at the start of last season. But this test is not going to be easy, Coach Zeke. Park Hill, a team that just saw Oak Park last Friday night, a game that went down to the wire, and immediately the opening tip is controlled and laid in by Zeke Brown.
Well, Park Hill's going to have to match their intensity in the crowd here early. That's going to be really key for the first 3 or 4 minutes.
Oak Park, of course, in those all whites, and Park Hill in the all reds. A 67-54 win for Oak Park at Park Hill last Friday night, but it was a lot closer than that final score indicates. High off the glass, won't fall.
Good cut offensively.
Boersma got to the rack, but it's going to be tough sledding inside as this one's thrown away. Caston pulls it back out. Gaiman wearing the 35 tonight. Kicks. Caston fires an open 3.
He can do that. He can shoot it a little bit.
Park Hill, they've got some shooters as a team just shy of 30% from beyond the arc. And that 3 ball is going to be critical tonight against a really good Oak Park team.
Yeah, Park Hill's going to have to handle their pressure a little bit. Foul trouble is going to be really big, which was really big Friday. Stay away from foul trouble. Keep your scores on the floor.
Brown has a Nebraska Kearney offer as he fights into the paint, and he's got 2 more.
Brown, for most teams in the Kansas City, would be their leading scorers. That's just how talented Oak Park is. They got 4 or 5 guys that can really fill it up. It's tough to stop one player.
Another one for Caston. Another 3 for Isaiah Caston. He has found himself open on the perimeter on consecutive trips.
Game in and out. This is the matchup that both teams are looking at.
Allen working his way into the paint. Corbin Allen over Gaiman.
You can't let him in that deep. You just can't let him in there.
Just shy of 16 a game for the San Diego commit. One of the best players in the state. Caston has all 6 early for Park Hill.
The key matchup down here will be Estes against Jones. Park Hill relies a lot of back cuts against pressure.
Fonville spinning. Caston giving it right back to Fonville, blocked by Brown. Bodies hitting the deck. And a timeout is going to be granted to Sharon Collins of Oak Park.
Excellent hustle on both ends.
And, Coach, this was, again, a tight game. You were there last Friday night. I know it says a 13-point win for Oak Park, but that was a 3-point game with inside of 3 minutes to go. It was back and forth all night. Not a lot that separated those two teams for almost the entire game last week.
No, and I think what Coach Jones is he felt like his team really looked at each other at the locker room and said, you know, we can play with them. And we got next Friday, and they won a big one Tuesday, and he thinks they're playing real well. So this is a big game for his program against one of the best teams in the Midwest.
And you would imagine for Park Hill, if you're going to make the state tournament, you're going to have to go through Oak Park again. So getting a win, especially on this floor, could mean all the momentum in the world as Caston picks the pocket in the backcourt, and he'll go to the line.
Those two went at it Friday all night, Caston and Tanner, both two really good high school point guards. But he picked him in the open floor, now he's going to shoot 2.
And again, you got to remind yourself, this is the best team in the state, and Park Hill feels like they are stride for stride just as good as Oak Park. But you don't hear about Park Hill. They're outside of the coaches' top 10. They don't get a lot of the headlines that obviously, and especially in this district, gets funneled right at Oak Park for good reason. But Coach Jones, I think he likes that chip on the shoulder.
Well, absolutely. They're a quiet 15-6. He thinks they've played some excellent teams on their schedule, and they're just preparing for the end of the season.
These two teams could match up 3 times this season. This is game number 2 between the Northmen and the Trojans. Brown already has 4 points. Corbin Allen will key one up and hits.
That's a big part of this game he's going to need to work on. But I'm telling you, he can do about anything. He does what the team needs.
He's 8 points away from tying Ochayabaji's career points mark at Oak Park. He's
Allen
on
against
hand.
Gaiman. Big
contacts. Lucky to get it off was Gaiman. Caston has all 8 for Park Hill. Gaiman position on the block. Good wraparound. Cam Jones the easy finish.
excellent passing.
Leo Gaiman headed to play basketball at Truman State. Allen will load another one. Off the mark. Hit the shot clock. No shot clock in Missouri.
Park Hill going to Oak Park going to the bench already. They're going to rotate guys in and out, keep them fresh. They're deep. They're very deep.
Chad Jones, a guy you're very familiar with, Coach. You coached Chad Jones back in the day.
Way back when. He graduated in 1993 at Park Hill High School. Really good high school player, was an All-American at William Jewell. Great competitor, just like his son Cam.
Donovan Ross forces that turnover in the backcourt. And Chad Jones pleading his players to come help out in the backcourt after that turnover. 5 early points for Corbin Allen. Caleb Estes has not scored yet. He hasn't taken a shot yet. He's the leading scorer on this team. You wouldn't have guessed, but he's averaging 17 a game. Allen to the block. Can't finish in deep.
Oak Park really defends the ball as soon as you miss a shot. you can get some transition goals like that one right there because of that.
Gaiman is averaging 17 and a half a game. He's been awesome this season. 10 and a half rebounds a game. He's shooting 37% from beyond the arc. Brown, not there. And Park Hill, with a 3-point lead, can build on it on this possession. And a shove against Zeke Brown.
Gaiman can play a little bit of guard also. He really showed Friday, the last time they played, he can put it on the floor, but he really likes to shoot the three, and I think that's why the colleges like him a little bit.
He's got it with Corbin Allen on him on the block. Baseline fadeaway, too strong. Allen has missed his last 2 shots from the field, and here he almost turned it over. Trying to hand off to Donovan Ross. Straight away. Oh, man. Caleb Estes with some words for Cam Jones coming back up the floor. And you said that was a theme last Friday night. Caleb Estes is tremendous, and he's going to let you know about it.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why this game's going to be getting real chippy here real quick with the intensity, with the crowd, and so much on the line. But they really went at it Friday.
There was a whistle after that bucket. I'm not sure what it was for. Trouble getting it in for Park Hill. And a timeout taken as Chad Jones wants to talk about it. 12-12 in the early going, and a start very similar to what we saw last Friday.
Absolutely, and as the game goes on, you're going to see Oak Park provide more and more full court pressure, traps on the half court. You can see right here, it became even difficult to get it in bounds. They didn't roll back to the ball properly. And Coach Jones had to use a 5-second, had to use a timeout instead of a 5-second call. You'd rather see a 5-second call and throw the ball in right there and score at the hoop.
And what is important for Chad Jones in a game like this? Sure, he thinks his team can play with Oak Park, but in a game like this, you're in a hostile environment. Oak Park does not lose in this building. They have not lost the last 2 seasons. What are some of those things in this first half that he wants to control?
He cannot turn the ball over in the open floor. He said that very clearly because they can defend him in the half court, he felt. But when you turn that ball over and you give them easy points, it's just too tough to come back against them. Take care of the ball. They have to rebound. They're going to have to share the ball. And then, again, handle full court, half court pressure.
Donovan Ross picks the pocket. Ross trying to draw contact. He'll finish anyway.
There's another player coming off the bench and provide some quality time.
Gaiman a corner 3. Offensive rebound and a good putback by Javon Washington, sticking with it.
Oak Park will take it out of the net. They do that well.
Hey, Josh Corey is a blur.
They just get it and go. You better get down the floor.
Josh Corey is the forgotten man in this starting 5. But he's averaging 13 a game. Caston lost his feet. Gaiman, he's automatic from that mid-range. Both teams have so many scoring options.
The pace is hectic right now, and I think that bothered Park Hill a little bit. Friday, they got tired late, so you're going to see them go to their bench a little bit earlier. Oak Park's already went to their bench.
Gaiman trying to force the issue. Extra pass, Cam Jones. Washington fighting with Allen, but Allen took it away. Corbin Allen through traffic. Allen got it, spiked by Jones.
He plays bigger than 6'4". He can jump.
Baseline, Washington.
Oh. Excellent pass.
Defense to offense, what a sequence for the Trojans.
I mean, it's just hectic pace right now.
Hey, Park Hill is playing into that intensity in this opening quarter. Corey, a deep 3, around and off. And Park Hill can hold for the final shot of this opening quarter. A frantic opening quarter in the Northlands.
Donovan Ross has made a difference defensively for Oak Park on the point position.
Jones, pocket pick. Caleb Estes couldn't get it off, but a defensive stop to end the quarter from Oak Park and Caleb Estes. And that takes us to the end of one. Boy, I hope you're strapped in. We are coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. And how about this sequence from Park Hill?
He beats his man to the basket. Really good block. He got it before it hit the backboard. Turn around and score on the other end. Excellent ball movement and a flush.
Yeah, good. I mean, that's just good up and down.
And you're going to see that all night. That's how the pace was last week. Again, I think what Park Hill showed him is we're not going to back down. We're going to take it at you. You might be the best team, but tonight you're going to have to show it.
And this place is only going to get louder. If you think the intensity is high now, hey, just like last Friday, Coach, you were courtside for it. This game, the longer it is a tight game like this, it's only going to get more and more intense in this building.
Yeah, and there's some chippiness going on.
Yeah.
There's some really good matchups. The intensity's high. Oak Park's got a whole new starting lineup just about right now. What they finished the beginning of started the beginning of the game with. So that shows you their depth a little bit. They always have 5 really good players on the floor that can handle the ball.
You mentioned the chippiness, and there was a massive intentional foul called at the end of that game last Friday that kind of allowed Oak Park to put that game away. So the chippiness, definitely something to keep an eye on.
Well, I think both teams know that.
Yeah.
They probably saw it a little bit. Coach Collins really is getting them to play hard, move their defense up, and put some more pressure on the ball.
Washington will attack and kick. A long possession out of the quarter break. Ball loose. Josh Corey hitting the deck and taking it away.
Excellent hustle by Corey.
Estes thought about it. Instead, he passes up. Adam Tanner hands off to Corey.
I think Adam Tanner's a really good high school point guard. Very smart. Got a great feel for the game. He showed it right there a little bit.
Corbin Allen not on the floor, but he's over at the scorer's table to begin this second quarter. Adam Tanner. Estes hitting the deck, but he threw it right to
Bodies all over.
who got fouled.
Oak Park foul, number 1, Adam Tanner, his second, team first, entering the game, Corbin Allen, number 2, Isaiah Caston.
Look at Adam Tanner.
I mean, look at the effort on both teams.
Yeah, that's the point guard you want on your team, just like you just said. And both of these teams have relatively deep benches, so this game is going to stay up-tempo, you would imagine, all night.
Absolutely. I think both teams just play that way. Right now, the half-court defenses are setting the tones for both teams.
Jones behind the back, good move. Cam Jones blocked, but a foul call on Allen. Hey, Cam Jones is shifty. The coach's son doesn't have any official offers yet, but he was first team All-District last year, first team All-Suburban Silver a season ago, and he's got a lot of Division II interest. This guy is going to find his way to a college roster next year.
Well, absolutely, and I think it's still early for him. He was an all-conference football player, decided not to play football his senior year, just to focus on basketball and try to make his future in the game of basketball.
A lot of very good D2 programs around the area had their sights on Jones. This guy's not bad either. Estes has got 2 more.
Again, he's really good in the open floor. When they get that ball out after a make bucket, you better not celebrate. You better just get back. Watch Corbin Allen play defense. His hands and his feet. He's just so active. All of them are.
Jones forcing the issue, casting an open look. Washington fighting for it, got it poked free. Boy, there was contact throughout that possession, but no whistles.
Both coaches are on the sidelines, all over the officials right now. trying to get a call.
Allen all the way into the paint. Washington rips it away.
And he wanted a call.
And they are letting him play in this first half. Oh, pretty shot from Isaiah Caston, who is lighting it up. 10 points in the first half.
Just under control and knocked the mid-range jumper down. You don't see a lot of those anymore.
The junior is averaging only 6 a game, but he is playing well. Brown partially blocked and a foul call on Donovan Fonville.
It's really getting physical on both ends of the floor right now.
5:06 to go, second quarter. And who would have thought that Isaiah Caston would be your leading scorer 10 minutes into the ball game?
Zeke Brown, probably their best shooter on the squad. About 38% from the three-point line. Excellent free throw shooter. He could really light it up.
Sorry, Zeke Brown's up to 12. The scoreboard they got in the gym is off right now, so that makes my stat incorrect, but don't keep score at home, and you'll never know. Either way, doesn't take away from the fact that Isaiah Caston is playing a really good first half, but so is Zeke Brown, who cans those free throws.
Coach Collins said they can have...
Oh, Zeke Brown with the steal. Estes, unguarded, top of the key, not there. A rare miss from Caleb Estes. That's his spot, too, as he gets a steal in the backcourt. Flips to Brown, who can't finish. And who's this going to go on? Zeke Brown.
Zeke Brown.
Oh, no, they're going to call it on Jones. They're going to say that Jones pulled Zeke Brown to the floor.
It is really getting chippy. Ball up here. Oh.
Boy, Coach, I don't know. I don't think there's a foul there on either guy.
Wow, that's a big call.
And I think Chad Jones agrees with me. Allen reversing, but Gaiman up to the task defensively. Oh, and Allen poked it away.
They reach and grab.
Corbin Allen, a good tip, and he's got 7 points, and Chad Jones takes a timeout and goes straight to the official. A 3-point Oak Park lead. And Chad Jones was frustrated with the officiating at the end of last Friday, and he is lighting into him in this first half.
Well, Oak Park's just so active with their hands, and Coach Jones is not happy. And I don't know if Coach Collins is also. He's out on the floor.
Yeah.
And the game, the referees really got to get control of the basketball game. Every time somebody has the ball, there's a complaint, and they want to call, either way.
But I think from our vantage point, it's sort of been evident. I mean, we've said on multiple occasions, they're letting him play. I mean, there are a lot of possessions here that's plenty of contact, and I don't think it's one way. I just don't think they're blowing a lot of whistles, period.
And you got to sit on the bench right now with your squads in there. Adjust to the referee. If they're not going to change, you got to adjust. And be smart with the basketball. And your body language is going to give half the calls away. Just play smart. Next play, if you turn it over against Oak Park or Oak Park against Park Hill, play for the next play. Don't worry about it.
Well, you coached in roughly 1,000 games. So when you have a game like this where they're not really blowing a lot of whistles, what does that change for you offensively? Are you coming downhill more?
Absolutely. Then you got to force the referee to make a call. At the same time, some guys really like to play in games like this. Those are the guys that usually can't play a lot, but they like to play physical basketball. You got to be a man if you're going to score at basketball.
Case in point, there's right on cue, just like we drew it up, a foul in the backcourt. But we haven't seen that called yet.
No.
But I think, to your point, I mean, they went right at each other. Estes bats this one right back at Fonville. Fonville with Estes all over him. And after whistles were extremely scarce for the first 12 minutes of this game, we have seen 2 within 15 seconds after both coaches kind of went into both officials.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that for about the next 3.5 minutes before we get to halftime. And you're going to see both teams, I imagine both coaches said, we've got to take it to the basket. You got to take it to the basket.
Hey, that's the insight you can only get on Spectrum News. I ask you what they're saying in those huddles, and you hit the nail on the head.
Oh.
And now we'll see if Oak Park does the same thing coming the other way.
Both teams have really utilized their bench well.
1 point Northman lead. It was an explosive opening quarter, but it slowed down a little bit in the second quarter.
Well, Park Hill in a little bit of a zone right now, which slowed him down a little bit last week.
Fields. Brown with the offensive board. New life to this possession. Brown gets it right back.
He's the shooter.
Fields will try another, same spot, same result. Game in the board. Fonville, great finish underneath. Double pumping.
Big time finish against size down there.
That is far from routine. Good ball movement on this possession. Corbin Allen, open look. His second of the night.
They show a lot of patience. They do a really good job against the zone. Everybody touched the ball.
Corbin Allen is 3 points away from Ochai's record. Caston pull up. Offensive board, guess who? Donovan Fonville.
He's really hurt him on the boards. He's been active, just cleaning up.
He is lighting a fire in the second quarter. Extra pass for Ross. And Gaiman able to pull it away. Dangerous dribble, taken away. Brown, 2-on-1 break. Corbin Allen can't lay it in. Zeke Brown will tip it in. And a timeout for Oak Park. Minute 50 to go in this second quarter. And right now, Coach, Park Hill is only stopping themselves. The turnovers have been a massive factor in this first half.
And again, that hurt them Friday a little bit. They're getting the rebound. It's their outlet passes and their basketball taking care of the ball before they reach the half court. And Oak Park has always done a real good job of pressuring you back there. Some guys turn their back. Some guys are really nonchalant with it a little bit. They probably scored 6 or 8 points on that today. So it's something Park Hill's got to work on. I think Coach Collins over there talking a little bit about their zone offense. With Corbin Anderson running the baseline, I'm sure he's going to slide more into the free throw line and get in the middle of the floor and play as the playmaker for their zone offense rather than stay on the perimeter and shoot that three.
Hey, you are watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News. Happy to have you along. We tried to tell you at the jump, this one was going to be a lot of fun. There was going to be a high level of intensity. It has lived up to it so far in the first half. But now, Coach, last Friday was tight throughout. This is an important minute 50 stretch here.
Absolutely. Both teams are going to want to run here right before halftime. Park Hill with the ball here. They're probably going to be really patient, try to get a good shot. They got Gaiman and Cham Jones is back into the basketball game now.
Fonville has been really good. Cam Jones can't finish. Washington the board and the putback.
They've really hurt Oak Park on the offensive rebounds.
Coach, the post players for Park Hill are filling it up. That's where the offense is going through in this second quarter.
Throw it up, chase it home.
Estes open. That's not there. Another rare miss from Caleb Estes on an open look. Gaiman coming downhill. Oh, how about that jumper off one leg? Dirk Nowitzki-esque.
Old school basketball.
Park Hill back with a lead. Corey had it stripped. Allen trying to recover. He does. Possession continues for Oak Park. Ross, Fields, Josh Corey.
They're super patient. Coach Collins done a real good job. They're well coached against the man or his zone. There's not a lot of high school teams that can take care of the ball like they did for 45 seconds.
Inside 10 seconds, nearly a travel, and it's thrown away with 2.6. There go those turnovers again. That has sort of been the theme for Park Hill in this first half. 2.6. Estes to midcourt.
Oh.
We are at halftime. Who would have thought? Another tight one brewing from Oak Park between the Trojans and the Northmen. Tied a week ago, and nothing separating these two teams as they head for the locker room after the first 16 minutes, Coach, and living up to the billing after one half.
Absolutely. I'm happy we're up here watching because this is one of the best high school games I've seen this year. Both teams are highly competitive at a very high level, offensively and defensively. It's a big game for both teams, and a lot has to go with what you're going at the end of the year.
Hey, tie game at the break, but I'll remind you, Oak Park has never lost in this building. Knot it up. We've got a good one through one half. Stay with us on Spectrum News. Yeah, this is a disruptive team. Oak Park is defensively. That's been evident, the 7 turnovers. You can certainly credit a few of those to the defensive pressure put on by Oak Park, but the other side of that coin is you get pressure consistently, and it seems like Park Hill a few times just sped themselves up.
Absolutely.
Oak Park will start with the basketball in this third quarter, and Adam Tanner missed it, but Corbin Allen is there, and he's a point shy.
He just gets it done with so many different ways.
And he wants to get that record out of the way as quickly as possible. I can promise you that. And he's trying to do it. He's got 12 already. Cam Jones. He was quiet in the first half for Park Hill. He had 28 last Friday, but they haven't really looked to move the offense through Cam Jones to this point.
They've really put a body on him most of the game. A little pick across action, which they use a lot. Pick for the picker.
He's short on his 3. And here comes Corbin Allen. Downhill. Allen keeping it. Corbin Allen missing inside.
Great footwork underneath.
Tips. Allen, the steal. Corbin Allen. Oh, got that one rejected. And Corbin Allen will be at the line. A foul call on that block by Gaiman.
Wow, Gaiman came out of nowhere.
And Allen took a hard collision into that wall near the cheerleaders. Man.
Well, he hit the cheerleader hard, too. I mean, cheerleader bounced up, too.
A little flair for the dramatic.
He's smiling.
Yeah.
He said he didn't go to the ground. Corbin went to the ground. He didn't.
So Corbin Allen misses the front end, and now the second free throw also off the mark. Maybe thinking about that record a little bit.
Yes. keep nudging Ochai over there every time he shoots.
Yeah.
Like, get up.
I can promise you, he's well aware. Gaiman buries it from the wing.
He can do that. He's a top 3-point shooter.
And that's a part of the reason why Truman State wanted this kid. 6'5" and can step out and can it. So can he. Corbin Allen, short. Estes the board. What a tough rebound by Caleb Estes. Corey getting his miss.
What an effort. Got his own rebound and stuck it back in.
Back and forth in the opening couple of minutes of this third quarter. Stripped by Tanner. Tanner leaving it for Corbin Allen. And that will put him atop the mountaintop in the Oak Park record book.
Assist Tanner. (1,751 points in the career for Corbin Allen as he passes Ochai Agbaji and now sits atop the all-time scoring leader in Oak Park history. Two of the best to ever play here.
Really cool moment for Corbin Allen. And I promise you, Coach, he was thinking about it coming out of the locker room. But he gets it, and I think now it's a bit of a weight off his shoulders. Now we can just stick it in the rear view.
Now we got to win.
Yeah.
Now we got to win. Now we can focus on that and win. Ochai can sit back and watch the game and eat his popcorn and enjoy it now.
Awesome moment for Corbin Allen.
This is a matchup here with the 2 point guards. Both of them are very active defensively. You got to take care of the basketball and stay in the middle of the floor.
And a foul up top is going to go not on Adam Tanner, but Caleb Estes off the ball. And here's the bucket from Corbin Allen to break the record. And of course, it's not the gimme. It's the catch midair and adjust and lay it in.
If he could do it over again, he probably would have caught it, tried to slam it through. It looked better. But that's the kind of player he is.
Yeah.
He can do it all.
Oh, Cam Jones with a pretty flip while we watch the handoff from Agbaji to Allen. But it cuts it back to a 1 point game. Tanner off the mark. Jones off balance. Fight for the rebound and another foul. Fighting for that loose ball. This is that bucket from Cam Jones. We didn't get to see. Nice looking finish, Coach.
Yeah, going downhill, finishing strong. He's got to do more of that. They're going to need him down the stretch.
Allen. Corey, open look in the corner is good.
Big shot, but you got to play through Corbin Allen. He can do so many things. He can pass, use his footwork underneath. The key thing of a great player is you make everybody else a better player. And I think he's a perfect example of that.
Washington, great pump.
He's really played well. Got Corbin Allen to leave his feet and finish it.
Washington is in double figures tonight. Estes straight away. That is short. Park Hill trying to push. They've got 5 on 4 if they can go hurry. Jones spinning. Couldn't finish. Got his own rebound, and he falls to the floor hard as he'll be at the line.
Park Hill's really shot the ball in the paint the last 3 possessions. Coach Collins has some concerns about that. than not really stopping and penetration and containing the basketball.
You see the C on the upper chest. Cam Jones, captain on this team. He has been relatively quiet tonight, but Coach, he is absolutely one of the leaders on this unit. The coach's kid, a lot of pressure on his shoulders, but he's having a tremendous senior year.
Absolutely. And his dad really pushes him hard. He wants him to be the best player he can be. Thank God he looks like his mom, not his dad, but he's got his dad's competitiveness.
Coach Jones will hear that one back, I promise you. That's his quote, not mine. So Tanner through traffic, a runner is good.
Really contained his body well, little floater.
Adam Tanner picks his spots carefully. Oh, good behind the back dribble. Oh, what a block by Tanner! Point guard on point guard violence. That's not going to count because they whistle behind the play. Wow, how about the point guard play here?
They both go at it. It's an excellent block by Tanner.
Wow.
They call the foul back there at half court.
Yeah.
Nice slam there.
Hey, that's not a block that a 5'11 guard makes. Falling away and able to reject that as he's going out of bounds with his momentum. Extra pass, Estes. Cam Jones pulled it off the rim. Neither team has been able to separate all night. Good defense.
Oh, they're just great defense.
Aiden Fields being a pest.
Man, that takes work.
Wow.
Aiden Fields, what a job defensively.
That is an island that Donovan Fonville does not want to go visit again.
Yeah, watch his defense. Didn't foul at all. Hands active. Coach Jones is screaming, go help him, with no help.
Great effort by Fields. Brown will try. It hits.
They're going to find him. He's a shooter.
A 5-point Oak Park advantage. And a timeout taken by Chad Jones with 2:07 to go third quarter. And 5 points may not feel like a lot, but this is the biggest lead of the night for Oak Park.
Yeah, for Coach Jones, I think 5 points is a lot, because 5 points could be 7, could be 8, it could be 10, one turnover, it could be 12. So really good timeout from Coach Jones. At the same time, Coach Collins got to be over there saying, we got him on the run right now. Keep the pressure up. What Fields did is really defensively changed their whole momentum. You see everybody really clapped and came together as a team. So I think you're going to see more pressure. Coach Collins and Oak Park, again, they've been there before. They have the seniors. This is nothing new for them. We just got to go possession at a time. That lead's got to go from 5 to 7 to 9. Coach looks like he's setting up a pretty good play to get probably his best players, either Cam or Gaiman, the ball somewhere around the goal.
Hey, hope you're having fun with us tonight on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News. We certainly are. A 5-point Oak Park lead. It has been a party in here all night. The Park Hill girls took down the Oak Park girls in our first game, and this second game has been about as tight as you could want it. I just finished telling you, 5 points, the biggest lead all night for Oak Park. And setting up for another classic finish between the Trojans and the Northmen.
Nothing's easy against Oak Park. They had to throw the ball in the back court because of the pressure. Oh,
a steal.
What defense.
Donovan Ross takes it away. Estes loading fire. Gaiman with a great rebound inside.
Triple track, which means 2 guys are playing 4.
And this is knocked out by Zeke Brown.
They do that better than anybody. You get a rebound, you better either get rid of it or throw it off their leg because they're coming after you.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with Oak Park, this is case in point why they are the #1 team in the state. They are not just a bunch of guys that can go light it up. They are one of the most tenacious teams defensively in the state of Missouri. And a foul by Donovan Ross coming across midcourt. Yeah, they've got guys like Corbin Allen, Caleb Estes, Zeke Brown that can all fill it up, sure. But they are going to be relentless for all 4 quarters.
Look at him. He's all over him. They got him for the reach here late, reaching for the ball. Coach Collins, he wanted a 10-second call there, and I had to be really close.
Cam Jones just earned a trip to the line.
He was 11 for 12 from the line Friday. Oak Park, I mean, Coach Collins got to be saying, make him earn it right now. We really got him on the run.
Left that one way short.
Stay on his, he's got to get on his toes.
He hasn't been here, though. You just said 11 for 12 the other night, but I don't know if this is his first trip, but he sure hasn't been nearly as many times tonight as he was last week.
No, they've done a good job of talking, switching off on him.
1 and 2.
I'm sure they watched the video also and said, we just can't let this happen.
And they have absolutely put the clamps on him. Only the 8 points tonight after 28 last week. Zeke Brown, tipped by Allen, won't fall. Wrestled away by Caston. Jones, unorthodox pull up. Just inside the free throw line, but it falls.
3 guys behind him are going after the ball also, puts it up.
Allen adjusting, too strong, and Park Hill can tie or take the lead. Dangerous pass, Zeke Brown. Brown got fouled, or did he? No, he didn't. Allen with the easy follow. Boy, that was different. The official raised both arms, I guess to signal that he went straight up, but that's normally something you would see if you're going to get a whistle.
Yeah.
But yeah, look clean from our vantage point.
And then Allen tipped it back in. They've really stepped up the pressure now.
All the way to the rack. First bucket from Caden Boersma.
Yeah. You're going to have to look up the floor and not pass the ball backwards against Oak Park. You can't forget which one's your goal.
Inside 15 seconds. Allen, good spin. Allen got fouled by Gaiman. Still not in the bonus.
That wasn't a bad foul. They can reset. One of the things Coach Jones said is that they scored, I think it was 8 points off their out-of-bounds plays, Oak Park against him. So let's watch what happens here. They really, Friday, did a good job executing. It'll layup. This is a big possession here with 5 seconds left.
I don't know if you saw Gaiman and Corbin Allen were having a discussion. You think he was wishing him a happy Valentine's Day?
Absolutely he was.
That's what I thought I saw.
Your flowers, I'll give them to you right after the game.
Inside 3 seconds.
Good cut.
Corey. And that is how the third quarter will end. Hey, who would have thought? We've got a barn burner heading into the fourth quarter. 47-45 Oak Park, a narrow 2-point advantage. And almost deja vu, Coach. It was tied going into the fourth quarter last Friday. And I'll throw you into the Park Hill huddle. They were down as many as 5 in that third quarter. They had to throw together a little bit of a rally. What's the message in that fourth quarter huddle?
We can play with them. You know, play smart. You be the aggressor. You go after them. Don't back down. They're supposed to be you. We got nothing to lose. We got absolutely nothing to lose. You're on their floor. You know, shock the crowd. Shock Kansas City basketball and get it done. On the other end, Coach Collins goes, we've been here before.
Yeah.
We're not getting any calls. We're not getting any calls. We got seniors. We just got to take a little momentum away from them and defend.
Hey, how close has this game been? Well, that tells you the full story right there. Hy-Vee score by quarter. It has been razor-thin margins all night long from Oak Park. Wildly entertaining. Corbin Allen became the all-time leading scorer in Oak Park program history in that third quarter. And we still got 8 minutes to go.
Yeah. Just like last Friday, again, some big calls are going to decide it. You just got to move past it. If you didn't get the call, you got to take advantage. You got to control your own destiny and play smart. Play smart, especially with the basketball.
I'll remind you, over the last 2 seasons, Oak Park has not lost a game in this building. Jones, baseline, blocked by Estes.
That was a set play looking for a 3 with Korsman, and he attacks the goal. Big-time athletic ability. Great defensive help.
Estes, a tremendous player on both ends. Has offers from Cal State Northridge and Tuskegee. But talking to Sharon Collins in pregame, he expects a lot more to come his way. Pull up, Caston, tie game.
He's played the game of his life. He's having a lot of fun. Look at the smile on his face. Him and Tanner are really going after it.
He is playing out of his mind against the best team in the state of Missouri. Adam Tanner, key one up. Not there, Cam Jones the rebound. And Park Hill can grab the lead back in this fourth quarter.
Coach Jones is emphasizing spread out the offense. Give us some lanes to go through. They're going to use that backdoor cut.
Baseline, blocked by Corey. And off of Park Hill. Chad Jones did not like the call. He disagrees. Here's a look at it.
There's the block. Let's see. I don't know if it went off his head or not. Cam Jones was confident it was.
Allen. Fight for the rebound, taken in by Boersma. And now Boersma lost it. And a push against Boersma.
Again in that backcourt, the backcourt pressure.
Oh, against Corbin Allen. And
Let's
the
look
crowd
here.
reacts.
Yeah, he fouled him. Grabbed his arm and his leg.
It looked like initially they called that on Park Hill, but it goes against Corbin Allen.
The game's getting really physical right now.
Gaiman collects it, blocked by Corey. Plenty of rejections tonight.
You got to be a man right now if you're going to score in the paint. And here we go again. Active hands. Gaiman comes to go back up with another block.
Nothing ever easy against Oak Park, but now it's winning time. And the Northmen do that better than anybody in the state. Fading away. Can it? Donovan Fonville.
The role players are really playing well for Park Hill.
Boy, what an all-around game it has been from the Trojans behind Chad Jones. Trying to put some respect on the name tonight against Oak Park. Estes, not there. Fonville secures the board. A dangerous dribble and a turnover. Corbin Allen tied again.
That's what they do to you. Double team in the backcourt. They got to look where the goal is. Somebody was open underneath. They chase you from behind. Got to get the ball out of the corner. He can shoot a little bit.
An empty
Park's
trip.
going to push it.
Estes hanging, finishing. This one knocked out, and it'll stay with Park Hill. Doesn't it seem like over the last minute, Park Hill has gotten themselves a little bit sped up?
Sped up, turnovers. This is what they do to you.
And Chad Jones knows it. He was telling his team to calm down.
You look at the matchups there. Chad's got to be, coach's got to be saying, oh, who do I want to bring the ball up with? Looks like it's going to be Gaiman here, who turns it over to Gaskin. Five minutes to play. They got to settle into their offense.
Gaiman, great spin. Hesitated in the paint and now fading away. Doesn't get the roll, and a foul on the rebound against Allen. And Allen's got to be careful.
Yes, that's a technical for most people.
And I know Allen disagrees with the call, but he took the basketball all the way into the back court and pleaded his case, and a lot of officials are not going to let that slide. And you understand Allen's frustration, but you can't run away with the ball. Jones catch and shoot, not there.
Not there. He had a chance there off the out-of-bounds play.
2-point Oak Park lead, a chance to build on it, but Fonville took it away in the open floor, ties us again.
He's playing with confidence against some of the best people in the city.
Allen battling, finishing, and one.
Big time move. Great steal anticipation. Here's Corbin Allen. This is what he does with the game on the line.
Coach,
he finishes.
He's the best player in the city.
He can do so many things. He scores so many ways. And we still got 4 minutes.
Yeah.
We still got 4 minutes. I used to tell our team, we need a Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson could be a point guard. He could be a center. He could find you a way to win. This is what this kid does.
What a night for Corbin Allen. 10 points in the first half. He's got 10 in the second half. Misses the free throw, got his own miss. Zeke Brown. Oh,
big play.
5-point possession.
5-point swing, big possession.
What a swing. Jones poked away, but a reach-in foul call. Man, they have got to be careful.
Big play here. Nobody boxes him out. He steps in, kicks out. Zeke Brown finds our best shooter.
Coach, again, after that foul, more arguments with the official, and I think Sharon Collins knows it because he's telling his players to bring the temperature down. Remember, last Friday night, a tight game down the stretch and an intentional foul basically put the nail in the coffin of Park Hill. It allowed Oak Park to hit free throws, take possession. A technical foul here could really swing momentum.
Yeah, it's deja vu. It's almost the same game as last week. You got just under 4 minutes to play. Every call's going to be big. You can't react to it. You're going to get some and you're going to lose some. But right now, you just got to settle in, play smart. Again, usually the experienced team wins. They've been through it. It's just, there's a lot of emotion right now. You got to play with poise, and that's where that experience comes in.
It was a 3-point game inside the last 3 minutes last Friday. Right now it's a 5-point game. And Park Hill's got the basketball after that last foul call. And this is where it got really chippy last Friday, was towards the end of the game. That massive intentional foul call. And it has been chippy. Players have gone back and forth all night. And here is what transpired after that. Well, it's the tail end of it because Corbin Allen was having to pull away Caleb Estes.
Yeah, and that led to a lot of other issues.
Fonville, no call. But Park Hill holds on to it after Fonville hit the deck.
Park's really clamping down now.
Tanner took it away. Ball blocked and then tipped in.
Tipped in by Allen.
What's the call here? A goaltend is the call. Goaltending, I believe, is the call.
Let's look at it here. Let's look at it here. Coach Jones is not happy. Oh, no, that is not goaltending.
Well,
The ball did not hit the backboard.
Corbin Allen finished it anyway.
Yeah.
So it really is a moot point after all, but now it's a 7-point game. Jones in trouble and a foul call.
That one there might have been clean. Cam Jones really throwing himself into the middle of the paint here. Now this one looked clean. Might have got him on the floor tonight.
A big first free throw falls. Again, Oak Park is so aggressive defensively.
And it wears on you.
Yes.
Tim, it just wears on you. You can see now Gaiman's coming back in. He's tired. Gaston's tired. Look at Cam Jones. He's very tired. The same thing happened. Now you got to find a way to win.
The Northmen have played in a lot of close games. This is nothing new to them. This is just what they do to opponents. They beat them up in every sense of the word. In the fourth quarter, they've owned it all season. Jones took it away. A big possession here for Park Hill, and a foul on Josh Corey.
They're shooting free throws here. I think is that 5?
That is the 5th, and Cam Jones is to the line. That's a foul.
That's a foul. I mean, they're absolutely reaching.
You said last week Cam Jones went 11 from 12 from the free throw line. I want to say he's hit his last 5 or 6, something in there, but now he's got it going from the line.
It's keeping him in the game right now.
Back to a 3-point game. He's officially 8 for 10 from the line tonight, and it's a 1-possession game again. Zeke Brown partially blocked. And Park Hill can tie the game. Oh, Josh Corey,
what effort.
Dangerous into the bleachers.
God, what effort.
Boy, no room for error there, and Josh Corey calculated that risk perfectly because he stopped just short of the bleacher. That is dangerous. Oh my goodness. Gaiman, defender on his back. It's a 1-point game.
Great execution. Tim, we got a game. We got a game.
A 6-0 response from Park Hill. 2.5 to go.
Corbin saying, get out of the way. Give me some room.
Estes through the lane. High off the glass. Corbin Allen again.
Over Gaiman.
Climbing the ladder. He's done it so many times tonight. With the Toronto Raptor Ochai Agbaji looking on. Caston. Gaiman had it. Lost it.
Great save.
Zeke Brown running. Zeke Brown reversing. Oh, off the top of the backboard. How does it drop? And Zeke Brown remains down. What a finish. Oh my goodness, that almost scraped the scoreboard. And it's back to a 5-point game. My goodness, what a finish.
I think he's cramping down there. Great look by Tanner. I mean, what effort from both teams. You can't ask for anything else.
And just like that, it's a 5-point game. But Park Hill will have the ball, and yeah, hopefully just a cramp. I don't know if you saw it, but even on the floor after that, Zeke Brown was smiling, which was, I mean, I guess an encouraging sign.
Yep.
That he probably knew it was a cramp as they continue to work on him. But now 1:49 to go, Coach. And I don't need to remind you there's no shot clock. So this next possession for Park Hill seems like you got to have a bucket.
Yeah, and Park Hill only has one team foul. They're going to have to utilize those team fouls if they stay behind, and it's going to have to come quick. That means you're going to be able to gamble a little bit more. You got to tell them, we got to get those quick to put them on the line. You got to be thinking right now as a staff, who's not shooting the free throw real well for them.
You know who's not shooting it well from the line is Corbin Allen.
Yes.
So, as crazy as that sounds, putting the best player in the city on the line, Park Hill may end up having to do that. But first things first, you need a bucket on this possession.
Here's another matchup. Puts his nose on the ball and moves his feet. Look at it. They did an excellent job.
Gaiman almost lost it, falling to the ground. He did. Oh, no. A foul is going to go against Fawnville, and Chad Jones is pleading for a call. Allen brought that elbow up, and that's what got the animated reaction from Chad Jones.
Let's see it here. Gaiman loses control. Could have been a charge easily there.
And that is what got the reaction.
Should be a flagrant.
It is a flagrant too. Boy.
There was no call. Now they're going to talk about it.
Yeah, so no official call has been made yet. That's my fault. And it looks like
double technical.
A lot of confusion.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Whoa. So nothing is going to come of that.
Well, I think Coach is telling them now we got to start using our fouls. You can gamble here. Got to use them.
Well, I'm a little bit surprised. Dangerous pass.
They got 5 guys that can pass, dribble.
But again, no shot clock, so you're going to have to foul at some point here if you're Park Hill. Baseline, Tanner. Got free. And now the lead is 7 with a minute to go. Gaiman, foot on the line. 2. And a timeout taken by Chad Jones. Boy, what an insane last couple of minutes it's been.
Guy, you look back at that, if it would have been an intentional, that would have made the game really interesting. But I did not understand it. A double.
I guess a double common foul would have had to have been the call, because a double technical, you have to take the free throws.
You think so?
Yeah, you can see the foot on line clearly. But now, Coach, I would imagine that Corbin Allen is probably the guy you got to put on the line.
Yeah, I think we had a long way to go before we get there. We just got, Oak Park just got 2 team fouls. And for us to see him get on the line, I think they're going to utilize the clock a little bit. And what they do well is pass the ball, spread you out. They'll take what you got. There's not any weak ball handlers out there. And I think they're going to utilize the clock a little bit. Park Hill's got to say, we can't let them use the clock.
Yeah.
You just got to make sure you're going for the basketball. Based on the way this game's going, you can't do anything that might be seen as dirty to get the attention on you.
Right. And there have been some plays that certainly rose to the occasion for us, but neither team has had that critical technical call tonight. It has absolutely been intense, would be a tame way of putting it, from Oak Park tonight. Again, these two teams will not be exchanging Valentine's cards at the end of this game. There's the foul. Still 2 more to give.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Jones made it very clear. We're going to utilize your team fouls. I always would tell our captain, tell them we're fouling. Tell them we're fouling. Really good referees know the time, the situation, and know what teams are trying to do. They can't let that much time off.
A lot of time coming off here.
This is what they do well.
Dangerous pass taken away. Oh, and Adam Tanner takes it right back with 33 to go. And Coach, I know we've said it throughout the game, but Park Hill all night has just gotten themselves sped up. And it's tough not to be in this situation, but here comes Corbin Allen. Back to 7.
They could turn the corner on you really quick. That's why they're just a super basketball team.
Taken away. And Corey is fouled.
Fouls on the floor way back here, I believe.
Yeah. Man, this was a great game. Lived up to the billing. You knew it was going to be a battle. It was a battle last week. Park Hill came ready. But in the end, there's a reason this is the top dog.
This is what they do. They do it not only in Missouri, they did it in Kansas. They've done it in 5 states. They've got 1 loss. They go to 21-1. They got a swagger to them.
Yeah.
And you know, like Ric Flair said, to be the man, you got to beat the man. Nobody beat him around here yet. Coach said there's been some kinks in the armor. There's been kinks, but you're also getting everybody's best shot.
Theron Collins will remain unbeaten in this gym in his coaching tenure.
You got defense every night. Sometimes your shot's not falling, but you got defense every night.
Caleb Estes will add a bucket to wrap this one up. 11-point win for Oak Park. But just like last Friday, that does not tell the full story. This was a battle all night.
Yeah. Who would have thought it'd be an 11-point game?
Right.
The game that we saw. What a game. What a high school game. Give credit to both coaches, both teams. Both coaches, both teams, and their efforts.
70-59. Another heated battle between these two teams, as now they've just got to be ushered into their own locker rooms. Hey, Coach, this one was a lot of fun, and they could very well meet each other one more time in the district tournament. A 70-59 final. Oak Park wins another one as they move to 21-1. Oak Park will not be budged from their #1 ranking for at least another week, I can promise you that. 70-59 final. They moved to 21-1. Their only loss was handed to them down in the state of Texas. So none of the teams up here have touched Oak Park to this point yet. But Coach, this was a battle all night. 70-59. You're going to see that box score tomorrow if you didn't watch this game and assume that Oak Park controlled this game the entire way. Was not the case. This was the dogfight throughout. Awesome game.
Well, this is what high school basketball is all about, especially rivalry basketball up north of the river. It goes way back, similar to KU, K-State and some of these games. You throw out the record, you play for pride. Both teams have to be so proud of each other. Effort, guys diving all over for loose balls, going into the bleachers, making big plays. You know, we break the scoring record. What a night here at Oak Park. This has been just a fun high school basketball game tonight.
Awesome game to be at. Corbin Allen not only gets the Northmen to 21-1, but he has also etched his name into the Oak Park record book, as he is now the all-time leading scorer in Northman program history. Oak Park, a 70-59 win. Corbin Allen, 24 points, 7 rebounds. He put on a show for Ochai Abaji tonight. Park Hill, they fall to 15-7 overall. Cam Jones had 14 points, 9 rebounds. Coach, I hate to tease things, but these two teams could very well see each other again come March in the district tournament. This one was a lot of fun. We're going to see you next Friday on the Spectrum News Game of the Week.